Yesterday, India got a major defense boost. From the quiet coastlines of Odisha, a column of fire roared into the sky. A test of the Agni-5 missile, one of the most sophisticated weapons in India's arsenal. On paper, it's a missile. In practice, it's a message. India is now part of a small club of nations capable of hitting targets thousands of kilometers away, that too with nuclear precision. Like I said, the test was carried out from the integrated test range at Chandipur, that is right off Odisha's coast. India's Defence Ministry confirmed the missile test. It said, and I'm quoting, that it validated all operational and technical parameters. In simple terms, it worked exactly as expected. Now let's talk about the missile itself. The word Agni means fire, and this missile certainly lives up to its name. The Agni-5 can travel more than 5,000 kilometers. That covers almost all of Asia. 5,000 kilometers, including northern China, also some parts of Europe. But range is not its only calling card. The Agni-5 is nuclear capable. It can carry a warhead weighing up to 1.5 tons, 1.5 tons. That makes it central to India's no first use nuclear doctrine. Think of it as the ultimate insurance policy. It is not meant to be fired first, but it does guarantee retaliation if push ever comes to shove. And here's where it gets futuristic. The Agni-5 is designed to eventually carry MIRVs, multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles. The MIRV is basically a missile equipped with multiple warheads. It can hit a range of targets in a single strike. China already has this weapon, by the way. It has this technology. So does Russia, the United States, France and the United Kingdom. So India is part of an elite club now. In fact, this test comes a year after the Agni-5 was first tested with an MIRV. The last one was on March 11th, 2024. So this one brings it a step closer to operational readiness. However, it will still take a few years for the Agni-5 with MIRV to become fully operational. But even then, it's a major defense milestone. And here's something equally important. The Agni-5 is fully indigenous, made at home, made in India, developed by the Drdo, India's Defense Research and Development Organization. So this is a missile designed, developed and tested entirely in India. And the Agni-5 is not the only one. It joins earlier Agni missiles, which cover ranges from 700 kilometers to 3,500 kilometers. Together, they form the land-based backbone of India's nuclear deterrent. Add to that India's nuclear submarines and aircraft, and what you have is what strategists call the nuclear triad: land, sea, and air-based delivery systems. A triad. But why now? Why did India test these missiles now? The timing is important. It's worth noting. India has been on a spree of missile tests in the past few months. After all, look at the neighborhood. Pakistan remains a persistent threat, unpredictable, unstable, and armed with nuclear weapons of its own. China, meanwhile, is expanding its nuclear arsenal at breakneck speed, extending its missile reach into the Indian Ocean. So the subtext of India's test is clear. New Delhi is making sure it is not left behind. This test was not just about technology. It was about signaling resolve to neighbors, to rivals, and most importantly, to the world. The Agni-5 is not just a weapon. It is India's way of saying we are prepared for any and every threat.